Okay, so when you think about big American holidays, what comes to mind? Probably Thanksgiving, maybe the 4th of July. But what if I told you that the spookiest day of the year is also one of the biggest? Turns out, Halloween in America is this massive cultural and economic force, and we're about to see just how huge it really is.
So let's just get right to it. How big are we talking here? I think the numbers might actually spook you.
Get a load of this. Americans spend over $10 billion on Halloween every single year. That actually makes it the second priciest holiday in the US, right behind Christmas. We're talking about a serious economic powerhouse here, and it's all fueled by candy, costumes, and a whole lot of spooky decorations. And it's not just about the cash. Over 170 million Americans actively celebrate Halloween. That's more than half the entire country getting into the spirit in some way. It's a massive shared cultural moment. Okay, so what does participation even mean here? Let's break down how all those people are actually getting involved.
And here's the thing, this isn't passive participation. We're talking nearly 70% of Americans who are actively in on the fun. They're the ones handing out candy, putting up decorations. The whole holiday is really built on everyone in the community taking part.
And yeah, those decorations, they are a huge deal. I mean, more than half of all households in the country get completely decked out for Halloween. Some people turn their front yards into these incredibly elaborate, spooky showcases for the whole neighborhood to come and see.
And of course, you can't have Halloween without its most famous tradition, right? Trick-or-treating. Every year, something like 40 million kids get into costume and go door to door. It's easily one of the most visible and beloved parts of the holiday. So, we've seen the big stats, but what about the hands-on stuff? You know, the iconic traditions that really make Halloween, well, Halloween.
Okay, let's talk pumpkins. Just for Halloween, Americans buy over 1 billion pounds of them. A billion. That is just an insane number of future jack-o'-lanterns waiting to happen.
And just to put that number into perspective for everyone, that's over 450 million kilograms of pumpkins. Can you even imagine the sheer weight of all that festive orange? It's mind-boggling. So, what are you wearing while carving up all those pumpkins? Well, the most popular costumes are this really cool mix of the old and the new. You've got your timeless classics like witches and vampires, right alongside modern superheroes like Spider-Man. It's where tradition totally meets pop culture. And hey, let's be real. Dressing up is not just for the kids. The whole festive spirit pops up everywhere. You see costume contests and parades in schools and even in corporate offices. It's the one day a year where everyone gets to play a different part. All right, let's zoom back out for a second and look at how entertainment and, big business have built a whole industry around getting spooked. For anyone who wants a more professional kind of scare, there are over 1,200 professional haunted attractions all across the United States. This isn't just a local fundraiser anymore. It's a massive, thriving industry dedicated to giving you a good fright. But of course, not all Halloween fun has to be terrifying, right? For a lot of families, a newer tradition is just cozying up on the couch to rewatch a classic. You know the ones. Hocus Pocus, The Nightmare Before Christmas, or my personal favorite, it's The Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. It's become the comfort food of holiday movies. But beyond all the big movies and the professional haunted houses, what about the quieter traditions? Let's talk about the simple stuff that's been at the heart of Halloween for, forever. I'm talking about the things that really bring people together. Classic party games like bobbing for apples or just gathering around in a dark room to tell ghost stories. These are the activities that connect this huge modern celebration all the way back to its older, more communal roots. And that's really the amazing thing about American Halloween, isn't it? It's this giant $10 billion industry, but at its core, it can also be as simple and personal as a family just sharing a spooky story together. So it makes you think, right? Whether it's the huge spectacle or the quiet little ritual, what is it that makes a holiday feel truly special and memorable for you?